When you went away, you came back with all these fresh songwriting skills.
I sat on the top of the Cadillac Mountain in Maine and thought, you know what's wrong with this world? Chinese government.
Not Chinese or Dakota. Or Kung Fu movies.
Jiu-Jitsu.
Or Jackie Chan.
Are you trying to drown me out?
Are the levels bad? Should I turn it
Just
down?
like the Chinese government.
We're trying to get you to stop you from being assassinated by President Xi Jinping.
I don't think that's his name.
Alrighty, we got
It's pretty
11
close.
minutes
It's pretty close.
till Ranting and Raving. Oops, I bumped with my mic. We got Sandy, we got me, Matt Holman, Angel, Brian Garrity.
Who can see this video you're taking right now?
Chinese-
Not pictures.
Bro, he's live on Instagram.
Live on
Oh.
Instagram.
That's how Matt Cole rolls.
I don't think I
We
follow
got a
your
great show
problem.
for you. It's gonna be fun. Earprov.com. Call in. I don't have the call in number, but it's a Google Voice number. All right, bye-bye. Here's Back to the Future.
I figured out my rave, so I'm pretty happy about that.
I think
Yes!
I've got my rant too.
Yes! You guys are game time players. I knew
Somebody
it.
should rant.
Spoiler alert, it's the Chinese government.
Somebody should rant about raves.
Spoiler alert, mine is rave is about the Chinese government. Have you seen what they've been doing with property? It's been so low. Ryan, what would you do if you found out I was secretly a Chinese operative? In here trying to spread Chinese propaganda.
I would probably
I'd be-
stop following you on Facebook.
I'd be very surprised because I know what you
I'd
post.
still
I
friend
don't
you,
know-
but I would unfollow you.
If what you post is helping the Chinese government, I'm very confused about what their goals are.
Their goals are to make sure we all know we're awesome.
Wait, don't the Chinese government like control how many kids you can have and stuff?
That doesn't happen anymore, but that is something that
That
used
was the
to
thing they were
happen.
doing, yeah.
Yeah, and so they're like Chinese women would kill their daughters, drown their babies and stuff.
Ugh.
But now the thing is Chinese in China,
Because sons were so much more important to the culture.
but it's screwed it up. Now there's not enough women for people to get married to.
Exactly. Yeah.
So-
Japan and China both, I think, have that same problem where there's
They say in
far
Japan,
more men than women. And what's it called?
Japan, China, and improv.
Man, could you imagine doing improv in Japan? it's just all guys. Like, that's the math right there.
Then I could imagine it. I was in the dudes.
Oh my gosh, this is like almost like a dude's reunion. I just realized that.
Force,
That's like a
Yeah,
what?
It's quite doodly, yes.
force
yeah.
Yep.
Or guess what? 6. 2/3. No.
Are we just gonna do fractions now?
Yeah.
Okay, 2/3, 4/6, 8/12.
I always appreciate that the dudes traveled the country and showed people all over what could be accomplished when 6 guys did improv together.
Finally, an all-male improv
No,
team is
don't-
showing the world that men can do improv.
Brian, don't you mean like what happened when only maybe 4 or 5 of
I mean, 5 or 6 would travel together, 4 would make it on the stage.
were making on the stage?
2 would be home puking or asleep on the floor.
Right. Stayed up all night drinking natty, listening to
So Chinese men doing improv?
I wouldn't be surprised if they do.
Uh-oh, Matt Holman. Matt Holman froze.
I don't think he really froze. I think he just fucking around.
Yeah, he's not frozen. He's not frozen.
He's not frozen.
He's playing possum.
No, Brian Garrett froze too.
Wait. Am I frozen?
No, they're not frozen.
Angel? Is Angel?
was gonna say, what the fuck? Guys, come on.
God, that's so weird that they froze at the same time. That's so
Sandy,
weird.
we're all gonna freeze, and the show is just you. You can talk
Oh
about
my
whatever you want. Or,
Finally, a show all about me. They're back
Oh,
though.
Matt Holman. I'm admitting Matt Holman again.
Thank you.
And he's back.
What happened?
My power flickered and my internet might be out. We'll see.
I think
Power's
Brian's-
back.
Okay, Brian's might have done the same. Are you in the same? Are you in the same house?
Well, we are in Virginia Beach.
Oh,
Maybe someone, a couple days ago, last 2 weeks ago, someone hit the line and took out my internet for 5 hours.
I mean, you live by like the Kempsville area, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so does Brian. So
Yeah.
Oh, that's probably what happened. Yeah, we were like, you guys both froze at the same exact second. We were like, what the heck happened?
Oh wait, my internet's coming back up, guys. I'm gonna drop off my phone and get back on my computer.
Okay. It's just me and you now, Angel.
yep.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go tell my roommate to be quiet. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. And he's back.
Bro, if you don't think that was the Chinese government, you're not paying attention.
You're welcome.
That was totally the Chinese government.
I mean, was it?
I mean, they targeted Brian Garrity's house and
No.
that.
Our entire city.
Well, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's because Brian doesn't know it, but I live next to his house and I've been mooching off his internet connection.
My neighbor's Wi-Fi is called Buck Wild, and I thought it was just because they like to hunt, but their last name is Buck.
Oh.
Is that
I
why?
live next to Joe Buck.
Is that why your license plate says Garrity Wild?
It's Garrity Gone Wild. Please read it more closely.
Nobody wants that. That was you on vacation.
Maybe that's a good show for the Coachella. Garrity
I
Goes
streaked
Wild.
across the state of Maine.
It's just Brian Garrity naked, but just from he's completely naked, but we can only see him from the chest up, so it basically still looks like he's wearing clothes.
All I was wearing was a COVID mask on my genitals.
God damn, Brian. I don't know what
Is this
Brian...
Tito? Is this Tito Puente?
There's not Tito Puente.
What do you
I
mean
love
there's
how
not Tito Puente?
serious
There's
Matt
no
Holmes took that.
timbales. You can't
This
have
is
a
Tito
Puente.
Puente.
I saw Tito Puente's timbales when I went to the Smithsonian.
All of Maine saw my timbales
Timbales.
when I streaked across in a COVID mask.
Yeah.
Wait, you were just wearing a COVID mask on your balls?
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Gotta protect him from disease somehow.
Garrity Gone Wild. 2020.
The rest of my body was just showing off my natural foliage.
Oh no, what happened? Oh, there I am.
I don't know what my life was like before this song.
I feel like this song is every song I've ever heard when I've been on hold anywhere.
Yeah.
Like, I know that other companies have different hold music, but I feel like this is the only hold music I've ever heard.
I mean, I can't believe it's copyright free. Like, I feel like I should be paying somebody for it.
Hey, Cole, in the likely event that I pass on before you do, can you have this playing at my entire memorial service?
I'm gonna live stream your funeral, bro.
And I want to be buried in nothing but a COVID mask on my genitals.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Oh no, God! I think I may have thought of even better rave. Damn it.
Well, you can change it, can't
No
you?
rant. I thought of a better rant.
Well, I don't think we're locked into our topics.
Holman, you don't run this show, okay?
Are we locked into our topics?
You're not locked into your topics now.
Okay.
What if you
I
guys?
feel,
because
I
we
mean, I
say
feel
so.
very passionate about K-pop, but I did want to talk about. I hate when people like attribute.
Don't say anything.
I know.
People are listening. Don't spoil it.
I'm sorry, people.
My rant's gonna be about people that change their rant topics last minute.
Yeah. What if you all call an audible and all just decide to do the same thing? Wouldn't that be crazy?
Guess who was eating dinner next to me at a restaurant in Martha's Vineyard?
Who was?
Martha.
Spike Lee. Spike Lee.
Oh wow.
What's up, my N-word?
Uh-oh.
What'd you say, Angel?
What?
What'd you say?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, what?
My internet's getting all choppy. But I think it's actually on Matt's end.
Don't say that.
His signal dropped for a second. Did you see that?
Never tease the Chinese government before a live stream.
You were the one that brought it up. This is your fault, Brian.
It's a lesson I'm learning along with all of you.
Brian, I went
President PP Jing is coming for us.
I stopped live for like 2 hours at an airport in China.
Does Matt know the show's starting in a minute?
When I was coming back from Thailand.
Thailand sounds like a place Matt Cole would like to live. Heyo.
Well,
Right next to Blazerville.
I can't wait till you guys
Blazerville sounds like it's like well-dressed people, but it's just a bunch of stoners.
Yeah.
If
Welcome to Blazer Town, USA.
Or it
It's
sounds
just
like
one large drum circle.
or it sounds like a snowboarding town on top of a mountain.
All
Welcome
right.
to Blazerville.
we're gonna start the show now.
That's-
Break a leg, everybody. Go ahead and turn off your videos.
That's Shred Town.
Of course, Brian has to get in the fucking last word. All right, close your videos. Break a leg. Thanks, y'all. Let's do this.
oh wait, I'm closing. Hold on.
That means you, Sandy. Here we go. I'm gonna intro myself, I guess. Coming to you all the way from Norfolk, Virginia, Go On Productions presents Earprov with your host, Matt Cole. Oh, I thank you. Shut the fuck up. Okay. I don't know why I decided to intro myself. I never do that. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Welcome to Earprov.
And co-starring Brian Garrity.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that's me.
Okay, Brian. Okay, the cat's out of the bag. This is my co-host and co-producer, Brian Garrity of Go On Productions. This is earprov.com. Thank you guys so much for joining us. The show tonight is Ranting and Raving. It's not ranting and raving in the actual, because the actual term means like you're just like off the hinge. You're just ranting. You're raving about everything. Tonight we mean ranting as far as like we're going to talk about things that you hate, and raving as a good thing, like things that you really love right now. It's a simple, low-key call-in talk show. We're going to have 4 guests, and we're going to something that Brian hates and is ranting about is we're going to have them all in the same conversation, which make it chaotic, but I love chaos. And we're going to have you guys also call in. So right now, I'm pointing above me, 917-426-6794. If you want to call in and talk to Brian Garrity, which I don't know why you would, ask him on a
Well,
date.
it's just what everybody wants right now. Like everybody's going through this pandemic. They're all stuck at home. They're all working from home.
Yeah.
Why not spend their weekends watching a cluttered Zoom meeting?
Damn it, why the fuck are we doing this, Brian? Okay. So, yeah, we're going to talk a little bit. I do want to mention, I hope I set this up, but We're also accepting donations to the Push Comedy Theater. Oh, and look, Sandy Gamblin, one of our guests, just liked the stream. And if you like the stream, you'll get a Nick Cage from Face Off. This is the exact moment that my mom turned off the VHS tape and said, "We're not watching this anymore." You'll get that gif.
Which was the last thing she ever said to you.
Yeah. I take Nick Cage very seriously. Please share this stream if you like it and you enjoy Earprov, and you'll get a different kind. Oh, there you go. Thank you. Jeff also liked it. You'll get a different kind of Nick Cage. Thank you, Sandy, for liking the stream. Anyways, we're accepting donations all night long to the Push Comedy Theater. It's a place that we learned our chops, learning improv, sketch, stand-up comedy, and it's shut down right now due to COVID, but it's going to be back, and with your help. So please go to streamelements.com/earprov/tip. Pitch in whatever you can, even if it's $5. If we're making you laugh, if we're making you smile, if you're enjoying this, tell your friends, donate, just give us some money. And everything goes straight to the Push Comedy. It doesn't even reach my bank account anymore, which I love because I hate.
We are just a funnel.
We're just a middleman. We're just a middleman.
Like a super PAC.
We're the official Push Comedy Theater PCT Super PAC. So PCT PAC. So go ahead and donate, and you'll get. Let me see from last night's show. Jenny, there you go. It's the rainbow Nick Cage. Brian, go ahead and point down into the right for me. Top donations there. Our top donors, Jeremy Johnson. Jesus, he donated $455. That's awesome. That was from a show in the past, but if you want to get on the leaderboard, go for it. Go crazy.
If you want to outdo him, tonight would be a great night to do it.
Yes, indeed. All right, so welcome. Oh, look, there's Angel. You're going to see Angel here. I'm so excited about the show. It's very low key. We're just going to talk about things we love, things we hate, things that are going on. Let's start the show right now. So Brian, what do you got? What do you rant about? What are you raving about tonight? What do you love? What do you hate?
Oof. So here's a rant.
Okay.
COVID testing in the area.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to access.
Oh, okay.
As long as you have a symptom.
Right.
It's an asymptomatic carrying virus.
What?
You go on CVS.com. They will only test you if you have a symptom. I would like memo to CVS. Some of us want to get tested even without symptoms because we hear you can have it and not have symptoms.
Isn't that crazy? I was thinking about this the other day, Brian. So in an alternate universe, imagine that the government had just like been on top of the shit from day one. They knew it was coming. Right now, we could actually like have money to like be tested before you go into work, like an automatic like, oh, okay, you tested negative, go into work, and everything would be.
We ought to be able to lick our iPhones by now and have it tell us whether we're positive.
Oh.
Luckily, some of the symptoms on the CVS website are fatigue, diarrhea. So basically, every American qualifies.
And watching.
So maybe it's not quite the rant that I want it to be.
And also watching live streams is a symptom on there. So get checked, people. We got our first donation, Anna and Bobby, longtime listeners. Thank you. Love you, Anna and Bobby. Also my roommates. So they're like, shut the hell up. Thank you. $25. Keep on donating. All right. What are you raving about? What do you like, Brian?
Well, since I'm beating up on CVS, I'll give them a little credit.
Your rant and your raving about CVS? Shoot
Hey,
for the moon,
I
bro.
didn't prepare. Listen, CVS. This summer I got tested before I went on vacation with my parents.
Yeah.
I didn't get my results back until a week after my vacation was over. Not great. But now I'm getting them back in 2 days pretty regularly. Way to fix your act.
Well, let's give a round of applause at home for CVS. Good job. Good job, rant and rave. So, and by the way, I want to point out, and I'm always ragging on Brian. He's actually, I'm glad I was lost without him. He was on vacation for a couple weeks, and I poke fun at him. We're like an old married couple. You should hear the stupid conversation we have. We have the same microphone because I shut out for these expensive mics, and he is clipping all the time because he's just yelling in it. So we might sound different.
I got a good microphone story. My kid sent a picture of the microphone to his friend, whose response was, "Holy shit, that's awesome."
Yes. Hey, you're a star to somebody.
It's the only time I've ever impressed either of my children or any of their friends.
All right. Oh, what am I ranting and raving about? Thank you for asking, Brian. Okay. So
If it's hair care products, I'm out.
LA Looks. People ragging me for I've said rag like 10 times tonight. All right. For LA Looks, but it works. It's gel, and I know gel is a no-go these days. It may be coming back. LA Looks Extreme. It's the blue stuff. You get it for $2 at CVS. 3 times. Okay. I'm loving some music right now. And we may talk about music a little bit later on. New Sufjan Stevens album. I love Sufjan Stevens. Do you like him? I forgot. I know you're big.
I like the way his name looks, but I've never heard his music.
Jesus. Okay. He's got a new album out.
I assume he's Cat Stevens' kid.
He's not, but everybody thinks that. New Bruce Springsteen album. You know how much I
I've heard
love
that one's
Bruce Springsteen,
good.
and it's really good. I actually really love how it sounds because he's gotten a little too like sheen, like production, glossy, and blah blah blah. I hate it, but like he
Is the
sounds,
gravel back?
Yeah, we got the gravel back, baby. We got the gravel back. And then there's one more. Oh, this band that's like kind of like a post-hardcore like band that I shouldn't like because I'm a certain age. Touche Amore or Touche Amore or something. I don't even know how to pronounce it, but I got good reviews. I'm like, I like this. Like, I would like this if I was in high school. I'm not, but I'm like jamming out to it. I ran to it. I'm back to running. Ranting, I fucking hate Donald Trump. Let's get our first guest in here. Ladies and gentlemen, she's a friend of ours for a long time. She's an improv comedian and sketch comedian. She's lovely. She also works at EVMS with me, so that's really cool. And ladies and gentlemen, Sandy Gamlin, get your ass on in here. Sandy! You there, Sandy?
Okay.
Oh, it
Here I
lags a little
am.
bit.
Hi.
Sandy, so good to see you and welcome as our first guest. I want to remind everyone, once again, if you like the stream, please like it and you'll get a little Nick Cage like Alfred Crane. Thank you, my dude. Share the stream and also donate it at streamelements.com/earprov/tip. Give us a call right up here and talk with Sandy. Sandy, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm, just living the dream.
She said that earlier and she's like, where did that come from? Where did that phrase come from? Nobody knows.
It's Wedding Crashers.
Is it really?
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably.
Well, what do you want to start with first? You want to rant? You want to rave? Dealer's choice.
All
What
right,
do you want to talk
I
about?
need a good solid 7 minutes to rant about what I have to rant about. Okay?
Jesus, you're demanding stuff of your host? Okay, I'm timing you though.
Maybe not 7, but whatever. Just
Okay.
however long it takes. I'm about to get loud, okay? Now, let's talk about it.
Oh, wait, hold the
Drive-
phone real quick. Keys Ren says this makes me horny. Keep going. Thanks,
What?
Keys. I don't know. Keep going. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, what are you talking? All right, so, oh, he did say that. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay.
Don't look at the stream.
So-
Go.
All right, drive-throughs, okay? Freaking drive-throughs. Not only that, I'm going to talk about the Starbucks drive-through first because this seems to be the worst. Every time I go there,
Yeah.
I leave in such a bad mood because not because of the people that work there, because they're great, okay? But the cars, okay? I'm sitting there yelling with my windows up to pull up 3 more inches so I can get to the daggum speaker and order my drink. And I freaking honk the horn at them, give them a little toot toot, and they don't. It's just every single time. It's like Sunday drivers kind of thing, except Starbucks drive-through worse.
What is it? Is it just because they're just kind of like not paying attention? They're busy with other stuff. They're already over caffeinated, or they're
they don't.
under caffeinated.
They don't care about the people behind them getting their order in a timely manner. They just are like, and it makes me crazy because it makes me want to get out of the car and be like, this is a drive-through. You're not supposed to follow like 8 seconds behind someone in a drive-through, you know?
Sandy,
All right.
I don't mean this too derogatory, but you seem like somebody who would get out and actually like tap on somebody's window and be like, excuse me.
If the shoe fits, Matt Cole.
All right. And by the way,
So, one other thing.
do you go to the one like around the Ghent, Norfolk area? Because that one, the line's all the way around. Like they don't have the infrastructure.
Oh, and let me rant about something real quick about that infrastructure here, okay?
It's
I
infrastructure
went
week, baby.
I went there and I was waiting for like 20 minutes to finally get in this line, and this biatch comes up and tries to swerve in front of me And I'm like, oh, hell no. Okay, lady, you are not getting in front of me. I've been waiting in this line for 20 minutes. And she gets out of her car and she's like, girl, my son is in the car and I'm trying to get some coffee. I'm like, okay, and I've been waiting for 20 minutes. Okay, so you can wait your turn. I don't care about your son right now. I'm trying to get my coffee.
Well, Keys Ren has some choice words for you. If you are the Starbucks person that Sandy's talking about, please call. Please call in right now, 917-426-6794. Okay, I feel your frustration, Sandy. That's what this show is about. So let's change the mood a little bit. What do you want to rave about? What is really?
Wait,
what are you loving?
I got one more thing about the drive-thru.
Oh, I remember you needed 7 minutes. Okay, keep going.
And that is when you get up. Like, this is mostly at McDonald's or Taco Bell's and stuff. But you get up there, and they don't say a damn word to you. Oh, they don't have manners. They don't say thank you. They don't say you're welcome.
I gotcha.
And I'm like, really? It makes me in a bad mood because I'm like, we are coming to eat at your restaurant, okay? You should be thanking us, whether or not it's McDonald's or not.
Yeah.
Thank you. You know, you're welcome for ordering food from your restaurant, okay? Anyway.
Okay.
Why aren't people making minimum wage more grateful?
Anyways, back to CVS. No, okay, now let's change the mood a little bit, Sam. And again, I feel the frustration eking out of you, but let's change the mood. Like, what do you really like? What are you liking right now, Sandy?
All right, so my rave is cool, okay? I am about to move on November 1st to a beautiful, beautiful 3-bedroom, 1,975 square foot apartment, okay, but it's more like a house because it's only a 3 units in the place.
Yeah.
It was built in 1905.
Whoa.
And the old charm of this beautiful palace of an apartment, it's insanely beautiful. It's got all of the storage I could ask for. It's got all new appliances, including a 2-door oven, so I can cook 2 things at the same time. Okay, it's got a brand new refrigerator. It's got a brand new washer and dryer and dishwasher.
You'll never need to go to a shitty restaurant again.
Right. Exactly. And then, listen to this.
I'm listening.
Listen to this. Okay, I have a separate shelf to fold my laundry on. Okay, it's like a separate room to fold my laundry. And not only that, but there's a built-in, like, wardrobe, like, on the wall for storage. It's got 2 doors that open, and it's got, like, 4 drawers on either side, just built into the wall.
Sandy, I think you should be a real estate agent. You sold me on this.
I have one request.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and a full-size deck.
I have one request. Please don't let it change you.
What?
Please don't let it change you.
I have a laughter sound effect for Brian because he's got the one-liners. Okay, Sandy, I am so happy for you. And now I read on your Facebook, and maybe I'm stalking you or lurking you, but I know for a fact that you actually had a good interaction at the Starbucks because somebody like paid it forward and they paid for your drink behind you, right?
Yeah. Okay, but that's the thing. I think they might. I was pretty much crying for like that whole day. I was bawling in line at the Starbucks the other day.
So life hack: cry in the Starbucks line, and you might get a free coffee.
Yeah, and the people in the Starbucks at that Starbucks are so freaking kind. Okay,
Yeah.
They're so freaking kind.
Well,
They're just like,
yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I just thank you, Sandy, and we're really happy for Brian said in the chat, which I love. I'm going to say is a humble rave. Is that a thing? But listen, I know Sandy. Like, I saw your post about like crying in the Star Wars. We're so happy that you found a place and it's a really nice place. So things are looking up, Sandy.
Is it still in Norfolk?
No,
Oh yeah,
it's in Old Town Portsmouth.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh wow, okay, cool. Well,
you'll be neighbors with my parents. They just moved to Old Town.
Oh, cool.
Are you
Yeah,
serious?
it's right by the water, and I can go on like walks to the water every morning. If I'm
Wait,
not
are you
wrong.
roommates with Brian's dad?
Are you my sister?
Call that out.
Okay, all right, Sandy, we're gonna get some
My
more.
my parents don't have a separate shelf for their laundry. They don't even have a laundry machine in their apartment.
We're going to thank you, Tara. Tara, we miss Tara so much. Tara, she says, "I love you guys" in the one-liners. I'm assuming she's talking about Brian Garrity, my co-host. He's hilarious. Thank you, Tara. Thank you for watching. Let's go ahead and stick around, Sandy. We're going to get our next guest on. And once again, if you want to talk to Sandy or anybody, if something really piques your interest, if you hate the Starbucks line as well, call in at 917-426-6794. I don't know if the phone number is working. Hopefully it is. All right, here we go. I forgot who I said was good. Oh, I know. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I heard him laughing earlier, which is awesome. I love his laugh. I love his comedy. He's got a podcast. He is on one of the hosts of the Johnny September Takeover podcast, which Go On Productions produces. He is a hell of a guy, a hell of a sense of humor. He's been on Drunk Prov. Ladies and gentlemen, Matt Holman, get on out here. Yes.
I thought I was going to get the chance to introduce myself like you and Brian, but I'll take your intro, I guess.
No, and I am going to try to find some sound effects for the rant and the rave. I think that was a good
Can I give some
there.
suggestions?
Okay.
So
You
for
need-
the rant, you
Yeah.
could go, fire alert, wee you, wee you, wee you.
I have a sound effect on my soundboard that I'm going to play, and it's actually one of yours.
Oh, mommy. There we go. That's the sound for ranting.
Okay, for ranting. Well, hit it, Matt. What do you want to talk about? What do you want to rant about?
Oh, mommy. So I want to rant about cream cheese in sushi.
I'm here for this. I'm here for this.
And most unexpected cream cheese in sushi.
What the fuck? That's like that's a bad improv group name. Unexpected cream cheese and sushi.
If the word Philadelphia is in the name of your sushi roll, run.
Philadelphia sushi. All right,
We're
what do you
all
like
like
about it?
staying at home and stuff now, and
Yeah.
so I've been ordering more through Grubhub than I ever have been in my life.
I gotcha.
And so I go, and it was a couple weeks ago. I ordered some sushi from a new sushi place that I'd never been to. And on Grubhub, I look at the roll, and the roll just simply said salmon, tuna, avocado. I go, I order it. Guess what I get in that roll?
I'm gonna guess cream cheese.
Salmon,
Salmon.
tuna, avocado, and cream cheese.
Oh, Tara loves cream cheese and sushi.
Tara loves cream cheese and
She
sushi.
said she added it to her king crab roll last night and loved the hell out of it. And you can go fuck yourself, she said.
Well, guess what? I'm about to say same thing back to you, Tara. You can go fuck yourself.
What?
There's no reason you should be putting cream cheese inside of sushi in general.
Okay, so
Holman, we don't have enough audience to be mean to any of them. So
yeah,
you
so-
can
Tara
retract that
knows-
statement.
Tara knows that I love her, or at least I did until 3 minutes ago when I
shit.
found this knowledge
Now, I did
out.
want to. I think you mentioned this. I do want to clarify. So you're not a fan in general of cream cheese, but the unexpectedness is just like that's a bridge too far.
Well, for me, it's a double whammy. One, cream cheese and sushi is terrible, just in general. And then two, I'm lactose intolerant. So there is also the side of, as Brian mentioned earlier, Americans have diarrhea. Well, guess what? This guy's going to have some if he eats cream cheese.
How could you be lactose intolerant in 2020? I mean, wake up.
Yeah, I know.
Wake up, people.
Lactose is just like us.
You would think after the Milk Rights Act in 1975 that I would have learned, but I'm just still sticking it out.
Listen, people need this talk show in their lives. I'm loving this. We hate the Starbucks line, and we hate cream cheesy sushi. This is great.
You left CVS out of your recap, and I'm pissed.
All right, let me.
CVS was confusing because you love it and you hate it. What's he supposed to say for that?
What do you want to rave about? I hate asking this because I know what you're going to say, and I'm confused about it, and I want you to clarify. So let me give you, I don't know what, how about this one?
Sensual love.
How about that for raving?
For rave?
For raving?
No, is there another option for rave?
How about rave?
No.
We're about to rave, girl.
Okay, all
Ooh,
right.
yeah.
Go for it.
Or
What,
just like...
what are you liking
Eat,
right now?
sleep, rave, repeat.
So I would like to rave about the best purchase that I have made in this pandemic.
I can't.
So there's two ways I cope with negative emotion. One is overeating, and two is impulse buying things. So 2 months ago, I decided on an impulse I was gonna buy an MP3 player. I bought it's a Chinese MP3 player.
Wait, why does it have to be Chinese?
It's from China. Like, it's a Chinese company.
Oh,
It's
that's
not
what
an
Trump
American
says.
company.
It's like, well, it's
Does
from
it like
China.
take English music and play it in Chinese?
It's from
Yes,
China.
that's exactly what it does. It converts. I've been able to listen to Bruce Springsteen's Born to Run in Chinese for the first time in my life. And it is a FiO M6. It is a high-res MP3 player, and it has been the best purchase I've made. Like, it makes going to sleep easier because, like, I'm not on my phone. Like, when I'm in my bed, like, listening to music, I just go ahead and I pop my MP3 player on.
I get that.
I'm
It's
able to disconnect from the world.
there is kind of like a I don't know if it's a minimalist, but there's like a movement or like people using like lower tech just to kind of disconnect. So I get it now. I really get it. In fact, I just bought, this is one of my purchases. I bought a mute button, and so I can mute. I haven't plugged it up yet. Anyways.
Oh, well, that's gonna make the next drug prop show very boring for me.
Yes, no, it's gonna give me control. This is how I sleep at night, Holman. Control. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I'd like to rave about. I like this so much. I have spent the last 2 days digging up every old CD I've ever had and ripping them to my computer in high-res audio so I could put them on my MP3 player.
What? And I talked about music recently. Do you have the new Bruce Springsteen yet? Have you been listening to
I
his
have not.
Superman?
It's on.
Okay.
It's on my list. There's 2 things I've listened to recently that I really love. Not that you asked, but I'm going to tell you.
No, that's yeah.
So the 2 things I've really gotten into, I Am Easy to Find, which is an album by The National from 2 years ago.
Right, and the lead singer, he released a solo album, which I kind of dug, but I haven't listened to it all yet.
I heard it's okay. It's not like the same music as The National, but he's got such a smooth baritone. Like, I could just listen to him do anything.
How I feel during COVID without listening to the National is how I felt before COVID listening to the National.
Spoken like someone that's... Never mind.
By the way, okay, so Holman, your girlfriend's in the chat, and she's saying, replying to Tara that you guys have had arguments. I think about the
We
cream
have.
cheese.
Do you want to hear a quick story about that?
Yeah, well, she says you're on really thin ice, but your birthday's coming up, so she'll just have to stick it out. What's the argument you had recently?
So one of our favorite places that we both love is this place called Pokeworks, which is they do sushi burritos. Closest one to Virginia Beach. You know, I could do a rant about how there's no Pokeworks in Virginia Beach, but that'll be for the next time. Anyway, Pokeworks is a sushi burrito place. Closest one to here is in Annandale, which is about 3.5 hours away. Okay? So I took her there. We both love sushi burritos, and Allison recently drove across country, and she was driving through Tennessee and stopped at a Pokeworks. And you know what they had at that Pokeworks in Tennessee?
Cream cheese.
Cream cheese.
That
you could put inside of your sushi burrito. And she got that because she loves cream cheese in her sushi burrito. So then we went up to Annandale, Virginia to get Pokeworks a couple months ago. Guess what the Annandale, Virginia one doesn't have?
It doesn't have cream cheese?
Exactly. You're goddamn right, because it shouldn't have cream cheese, because cream cheese should not be in sushi, much less sushi burritos.
Okay, I think you're in an argument right now. She's in all caps in the chat, and it was amazing. And by the way, putting some cream cheese in your sushi burrito sounds real dirty, Holman. It's like I got a half a pack of Rolos in my pants right now. Okay, thank you, Tara, for donating $50 to Push Comedy Theater. Thank you.
How about a quick Bruce Springsteen rant?
A rant?
Yes.
Well, who would do that? Nobody in the right
Not
mind would
me.
do that.
Why? I mean, he's got new music out, and it's exclusively available on Apple Music. Fuck that shit.
What? Is that true?
Like what? Yeah.
Wait, is that true?
Yeah.
No, you can buy it anywhere. Fuck off. You can get it anywhere. I have it right now. I don't have Apple. I mean, I think I
Well,
downloaded it.
you. When's the last time you found something not on the dark web?
I was like, hey, you got any of that Bruce Springsteen? You got any boss?
I mean, I could go off about just the fact that exclusivity to streaming services is inherently classist, but we're not.
Right. And so why is Springsteen involved in such
I have no
didn't-
idea. It's kind of like, and it backfired on fucking, remember U2 when they put that album on everybody's iTunes?
Yeah, and we haven't heard from them since.
And it was a good album too. It was one of
Was
my
it really?
favorites of their later
I love
production. It's not
U2.
a bad album.
Sandy, look border of there. I want to get Sandy involved. What's your opinions on cream cheese and sushi?
I don't like sushi. So
You
I
don't-
don't have much of an opinion. I don't like seafood at all. The only thing I like about seafood is peeling open crab legs for people.
Sandy, you and I should go get seafood then, because the thing I hate about crab is having to crack the legs and peel them open. Like I don't mess around with crab where you have to work for it.
We
Okay,
are.
that's
we-
a stress reliever for me.
We're
That's
bringing people
like
together.
relieves my stress to get out the meat because it's super like, it's like rewarding. You get
Yeah.
that big long piece of crab leg
It's satisfying.
meat out. Yeah,
Okay.
it's satisfying.
My sources are telling me that it's the video that's exclusively on Apple Music, not the album.
That's okay. My MP3 player only plays audio, so it's okay.
Alfred is watching on YouTube and he's chatting peanut butter poke. What does that mean, Alfred? He also says popping
Yeah.
bubbles or get out the meat. I don't know what that means.
Get out the meat.
That means either.
I think Alfred's expecting something else to happen in this show.
Yeah, peanut butter. Maybe he means like cream cheese and poke is like peanut butter and poke. I would not go for that, I guess, but I've never had it.
I'd be more okay with peanut butter than cream cheese. One, because I like peanut butter a lot more.
Yeah. Okay, well, so thank you, Matt Holman, the rant and the rave. We're going to move on to our next guest. Once again, please donate, and thank you guys so much for donating. All this money is going to the Push Comedy Theater, help them get back on their feet. They're actually still doing a socially distanced, outdoors, mostly, I believe, improv classes. So go to pushcomedytheater.com and see what's available. Improv class, I think, a stand-up class with Hatton Jordan, which Brian's loved and taken. That kind of jump-started his, like, his stand-up. I love your stand-up, by the way, Brian. I'll rave about that all day.
Yeah, I remember that stand-up grad show that I saw. That was the only one I got to see, but you were fantastic.
Brian nailed it.
Thanks, y'all.
You want to do 5 minutes right now, Brian?
I have that
Okay, hold
show.
on.
I have the video for that show. I can just stream it.
All right, so go to streamelements.com/earprov/tip. Throw some money our way. Not us, but the Push Comedy Theater. And you'll get a little Nick Cage sparkly down there. And call us. I don't know if the lines are working. We haven't gotten a call yet, but we're having fun. 917-426-6794. We're on to our next guest. And another, like, really good friend of ours for a long time. We've known this guy for a long time. He's so funny. He's so hilarious. He's a good cook. I think he's single. So I think somebody should get on this. He's known to take off his shirt in drunk prov, and he is the current roommate of Sandy Gammon. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Angel Sanchez. Get in here.
My cousin.
Angel, welcome to the show. How are you?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Did I get that right that you are single and looking to mingle in COVID times?
Single and ready to find someone to share my life with.
Aww.
You're gonna make Sandy
No.
cry. The two things that make Sandy cry is long-term commitment and Starbucks.
I've never regretted being straight more than right this moment.
Oh man.
All right, Angel, rant or rave? You get to pick. What do you want to talk about first?
I'd like to. All right, so I want to hit you guys. It's gonna be heavy. It's gonna be a little heavy.
Okay,
But I wanna rant first.
let's do it, man.
Rant. Okay, so my rant is against K-pop.
And
think
you
it's
got to give a
stupid.
little background for those people
Tread
who aren't in the
carefully,
know.
my friend.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
so-
Brian has no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so K-pop is Korean pop, and all right, I'm gonna pull the race card. K-pop is detrimental to black men. That's all I'm saying. I'm just throw that out there. K-pop is detrimental to black men. I find it offensive.
I have no idea. Explain. I have. Yeah, tell us.
All right, so K-pop, it started like I read up on it. It got really popular like in the mid '90s.
Yeah.
And K-pop is essentially because they've taken a lot of like our like hip hop and R&B styles and have turned it into like kind of a cookie cutter like pop industry.
Yeah.
In fact, like K-pop is a big like one of their. It's a nationalized industry. Like the government of South Korea is funding like people training and getting skills to become K-pop stars.
What?
And that's
So K-pop is to black men as Green Day is to punk.
yes, exactly. Great analogy. Not really. I don't know. But here's my thing. So K-pop is like really popular. It's like it's crossed over. Like I think the band BTS had like a #1 record last year in America. Like it got really big. And my whole thing is like people all like, oh my god, we love K-pop. Look at the music videos. Look at them dancing and singing. I'm like, black dudes have been dancing and singing in videos since like the 1970s. Like where's that love for 112? Where's that love for Jagged Edge? Where's that love for, I don't know, Shy or Jodeci? Or where was that love for like all the other groups? Where was that love for So For Real, Candy Raindrops? Where was the love for that music? That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
How about PM Dawn?
No, that doesn't count. Not PM Dawn. Get out here, old white man. Leave us alone right now.
Brian is on point with the old white man stuff today.
How about Tony?
Close.
I know
Close.
Tony.
They're more of a soulful band because they were all playing instruments. They weren't really dancing that much, but they were singing. The music was danceable. But my whole point is the fact that like everybody loves K-pop now.
Yeah.
And in fact, the thing about K-pop is all their songs are pretty much written by guys and women, men and women who were producers and singers and writers of that R&B genre.
Yeah.
That I'm talking about in like the 90s and early 2000s when music changed in America, kind of sort of when the R&B format kind of changed to being more and more like hip hop is currently. Those writers and songwriters lost their jobs here in America and went to South Korea and started writing hits. So all those hits that the K-pop acts are doing are essentially the same kind of music that you had black artists doing here in America, and now they're getting like super world popular, famous. And those dudes who were doing it in like the late 90s, early 2000s are just like performing at like state fairs, asking people for chicken.
Holy shit, man.
I didn't think I would ever learn anything of any use on any earprop show.
Yeah, exactly.
Let me tell you, there's this. Are you guys familiar with Casey and JoJo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All my life. You know what Casey and JoJo do now?
Write Korean songs?
There's a video right now on YouTube where Casey is performing. He's at a state fair. He jumps on his security's back and rides to the crowd and asks someone for chicken.
What the fuck?
K-pop did that to him. K-pop ruined him.
Oh,
K-pop
Jesus.
is doing that to black men across America. I'm calling it right now.
This is insane. No, I mean this. Yeah.
What can we do? What can we do to fix it? We need to take action.
Donate
All
right
so
now.
bear with me. We need to have a second Korean War. No,
I was about to say we could throw some money Kim Jong Un's way and see.
Somebody
what
dig my
happens.
grandpa up.
no. What we need to do is, if we're America, right? And
Yeah.
we like to compete. We want to be the best, right? Except for like a lot of things right now. But we want to compete and be the best. We should nationalize R&B currently here in America.
Wow.
You know how Motown got so big? Because they had a spot where they had these people who can go in there and get their artist training, and they can get their dance steps and their posture and their vocals down. We need to nationalize R&B. We need to make R&B great again. We need to have camps where we send young boys, young youth from inner cities. Look,
We want them to concentrate in these camps.
No.
Did you know I heard Ja Rule's running right now under that third-party banner?
Oh my god.
when in doubt, trust Ja Rule. Always trust. I've made it 35 years on this earth by trusting Ja Rule.
Can I say something that I just learned?
Yeah.
Kanye.
What'd you learn?
I just learned that the Korean K-pop band is called BTS, not BTK. And then I realized that BTK is the serial
It's a
killer.
serial killer, yes. But
I've
it
been
makes
thinking
sense.
this whole time it's called BTK, and I
all
just made.
connected.
I just realized that that's not what they're called. And then
Whole
also
man,
that that's the name of the serial
BTK
killer.
stood for bind, torture,
Like,
and
torture,
kill.
Yeah.
Bind, torture, kill, pop.
That's what they did to black men in R&B.
Oh. Oh, I just got
Well, I for one would like to hear someone like on the Biden campaign address this issue. If they could call in.
Like right now.
Right now.
Harris, where are you at?
Thank you for bringing that to our
Elaine
attention.
Luria, what's your take on this?
Mayor Pete, where you at?
Who's the Secretary of Music on the Biden campaign?
Angel, I do want to thank you for bringing that to our attention. I didn't know a lot about K-pop, and that's really sad. And that sounds really cool. Like any sort of like big renaissance in America, that's a boon for everybody. Actually, Sandy's mom.
I'm really just trying to get onto an R&B group. That's just what this is all about.
What would you call your R&B group, Angel?
Teardrops and buttholes.
What you said on me, Matt?
Okay, Sandy's mom was actually in the chat, and she was talking about, I think Angel said something about, like, stealing black people's music in the 70s. I think she said, like, before the 70s. And, yeah, it's like, that was, like, a solid white person thing to do. It's like, oh, thanks for the music, black people. I'll be taking that. So, yeah, I mean, it's...
But now
have
Koreans
you ever
are
heard of
doing
the-
it, too.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the Rolling Stones?
Yeah, exactly. It's
One of
fucked
the
up.
Elvis
Beatles, like
Presley.
their first whole album was all like covers of black music, but it's whatever. We're givers. We're just like
Aww.
So thank you for chiming in the chat, Ms. Gamlin. And let's see. Oh, Alfred, he said to go back to the sushi. One time his friend in summer camp put peanut butter on a meatball sub, which sounds fucking gross.
TMI, Alfred. TMI.
Yeah, TMI, Alfred. And then Anna Sosa, I think, while Angel was ranting, said candy golden raindrops. So in all caps. So she loves it.
for real.
We also have a few spam, so we've made it. We've officially made it. On Twitch, we have 2 spam chats, so thank you, spam. That makes us feel good.
What's the spam say?
The bots have found us.
It said,
Yes.
it says, want to become famous? We do. That's why we're doing the show now.
It's like they looked right into our souls.
That's my whole point of the rant.
All right. Thank you. Thank you, Terry Gamlin. Well, thank you, Angel. Let's get on to your rave. I can't wait to hear about this. What are you liking right now? What do you want to rave about?
So, with like a lot of things going on with everyone being stuck at home, just trying to find things to like entertain yourself. I joined Twitter earlier this year. I don't really use it to like do much, but every so often, funny things come across, and then I have to follow it down a rabbit hole. So I found this guy. He's from New York. His name is Spider Cuz. And he dresses like Spider-Man, except he also wears Timberland boots. And he has a New York Yankee fitted hat and a bandana. And he goes around New York City dancing and telling Batman to suck his dick. And, it's the funniest shit in the world. It's really
Brian's looking it up right now.
I was trying to find Angel, but there's quite a few Angel Sanchez's.
quite a few.
Oh, yeah. Look up. What's your handle? Do you want to put it out here so people can friend you? Or how?
I think it's just like No Panchez.
Nice.
Yeah.
So you got on Twitter for the first time. What made you want to go on Twitter? You just out of boredom, you said, or?
Yeah, more so out of boredom.
Okay.
I'm not like I'm more so out of boredom, and I've kind of learned to like you see something that you disagree with, and you just keep it moving, because you're not really gonna argue with anybody and change anybody's mind on Twitter.
Yeah.
But like about all things, politics, sports, movies, all that kind of stuff. So.
I gotta say, this is on Brian's mind as well, because he ranted earlier in the week, I think, about Facebook. I think he probably watched that Social Dilemma documentary or whatever. And this social media, Twitter is one that really gets me down. Where I'm like, I hate Twitter, man. Like I think I prefer like Facebook or Instagram over it. It's just like hatred and stuff. Ugh.
Yeah, I realized it's the kind of also the thing about Twitter is because it's weird. You see Twitter, and when you see what they post, you have to remind yourself like this person isn't important. Like what they're what they're saying doesn't matter. Like their thoughts has no real like effect on my life,
Right.
or on anybody else's life. They're just throwing their thoughts into the ether.
Yeah.
And it's my job as a rational adult to be like, all right, that's cool, and just keep it moving, And even if it's like whether it's something I agree with or disagree with, I just got to keep it moving. Because sometimes what you'll find yourself, and you'll see it on Facebook. Yeah. Someone will say something, and then you'll find yourself arguing, and then maybe it's usually like it's a three blob. It's your argument, my argument, your argument, my argument, and then eventually just devolves into like, no, you're stupid, no, you're stupid, no, you're stupid, you're stupid. And
Yeah.
at that point in time, nothing's accomplished. So the one thing with Twitter, I try to remind myself, because everyone has an opinion, like opinion, is just to be like, that's cool, man. You
Yeah,
know,
I mean, we've known each other for a while. Like, Angel is so cool. He's like so thoughtful about all this stuff. But imagine just being a complete fucking idiot on social media and not having that really great perspective. You just spew bile and just like argue with people and like be a troll. And there are those people as well. But like you said, Angel, like every now it's like pulling the lever on a slot machine. Like every now and then you find something like Spider Cuz.
Yeah, Spider Cuz.
Yeah, every now and then you pull the handle and you get a fucking jackpot and you're like, oh, I'm so glad I'm on Twitter right now because I love this shit.
Exactly.
While Angel was raving, I just watched a Spider Cuz video. They're pretty great.
I don't know
I
the
just watched
rules.
one. It was pretty great.
I don't know the rules about resharing things on these live streams, so I won't do it. But maybe we'll look into. I don't know if they'll shut us down or not.
I can put the link in the chat.
Sandy, are you raising your hand? You're so polite, Sandy. Thank you. What do you?
Back when I used to use Twitter,
Yeah.
Scott Eastwood, who is Clint Eastwood's son.
Did you say cunt Eastwood?
No, I said Clint Eastwood.
I thought you said cunt Eastwood. I was like, that's a good name.
No. No, Scott Eastwood, who is
Sorry.
Clint Eastwood's hot ass son, retweeted one of my posts. And then I was like,
You made it?
Scott.
Was
Scott,
the
you should
post
take me
Scott
out-
Eastwood is Clint Eastwood's hot ass son?
Yeah. And I was like, Scott, you should take me out on a date one day. And
Sandy.
he liked it. He liked the tweet.
Sandy, you were supposed to jump in his DMs directly with a nipple. Like directly. That's
Did
my
you not even read the Twitter user guide?
DMs with
Oh
one.
man, I would have for Scott.
I had a Twitter for like a day. I wrote 3 tweets and then I realized I peaked because the final tweet I wrote, "The Sound of Music is the only movie in which I root for the Nazis."
What the fuck?
I want those Von Trapp kids to all get killed.
Okay, all right. And Brian, I remember actually. I think Brian got me on Twitter. I think he said this is like. I mean, it is kind of cool because That's the pulling the hand on the jackpot. It's like Sandy said, the celebrities are on Twitter. So if you ever want to ever have any kind of interaction with a celebrity, here's your opportunity. And that kind of sold me, but I just didn't really get into it. Do you still do Twitter, Brian?
Yeah, I do. Mostly for news and jokes. My favorite tweet I've ever read was Native Americans used every button on the blender.
What the fuck? All right, Angel. I really want all of you guys back in the show. It's been a really lovely conversation. You enlightened me so much. Like I said, like Brian said, I'm gonna reiterate. I'm gonna Brian-splain right now. You enlightened us on both those topics. And thank you. I think did you put in the chat the Spider Cuz Holman?
Yeah. I put that in the stream on Facebook.
Call in. So I hope the number is working. We tested out before. It's fine. I like actually people in the chat chiming in. The number is point above you, Sandy. It's right above Sandy right now. 917 is it 426-6794. I also want to shout out to your mom, Sandy, and and Tara. They both said that they love my beautiful curls, so thank you guys so much. Donate for hair products. All right, so
my mom said she liked your hair. I missed that comment.
yeah, I have all the comments at my disposal. All right, so thank you, Angel.
You know-
We got to get on to our very last guest. What do you guys say, Brian? Look at you grinning like a...
I'm just singing a song in my head.
Sandy's mom.
Well, hello, Mrs. Gamlin. Jesus loves you more than you will know. Whoa.
All right, I'm always glad that. Okay, and Keys Wren is back. So thank you, Keys. All right, so our last guest, and there's a bunch of different patterns with our guest night, which is really cool. I forgot to mention that Angel was in an improv group with me and Brian and this dude about to come up. The dudes improv comedy. We actually dressed up like the Big Lebowski. We had fun. We traveled to New York and all the way to North Carolina. We had a lot of fun.
South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. Yeah, we had a blast with this improv group.
Every Carolina.
Thank you. Thank you, Brian. God damn. Okay.
We bring heavy into Carolina.
All right, he's now a new dad. He's all dressed up because I think he just went to a virtual wedding, which I want to hear about. He's a lovely person. He's the tallest, skinniest man I know. Ladies and gentlemen, give a big round of applause for Anthony Nobles. Get your ass on in here.
Sensual love.
I was beginning to think that I had to call in order to get on the show.
Oh, I told you you're going to go last because you had to tuck in your little one.
That's true. He's asleep now. They're both asleep.
Should we all be quiet?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, how are you doing? And how is this virtual wedding? Like, I fucking hate weddings. Are virtual weddings better?
You hear that, everyone whose wedding he's been to?
Yeah, I don't even care. Don't invite me to that shit. I fucking hate weddings. Okay, go for it, Anthony. Sorry.
You can drink through the vows, and even when they're written by the couple, that could be unbearably long, but it gets a little shorter.
So did you have a good time, or?
Yeah, it was nice. It was, it was the same as this. It can only be so fun.
Meaning like you raised money for the Push Comedy Theater and you had a good time talking about, things you love, things you hate.
It was
that vocal fry of yours. Okay. All right, Anthony. It's your turn to shine, and thank you for waiting so patiently. What do you want to talk about? Rant, rave, you choose. What do you want to talk about?
Sure. I'll start with my rant. As you all know, I've been doing my grocery pickups from the car. We're in a pandemic.
Wait, you say that like we should know. Like we don't know your life, Anthony.
We all are, right?
No,
Yeah.
I'm not.
No.
Nope.
You don't shop for your own groceries.
No, I eat out every day. All right, keep going, Anthony. God damn it.
So I get my groceries from Kroger. It's a good setup. I like the online, the whole app better than I thought I would.
Yeah.
But I have an issue with produce. I would like to rant about the selection of produce and specifically the selection of fruit.
It's a rant sound effect. All right, go for it.
Yes. I like fruit, and my 2-year-old likes fruit, and I'm not picky. I don't need my fruit to be perfect, and I'm not myself. I'm not very good at picking out ripe, good-looking fruit. But I'll tell you what, I'm not good at it, but I'm a whole lot better at it than the people at Kroger who put my order together. And I appreciate it. I do. It's a free service that they're providing. It's a dilemma because you could select fruit based on the fruit that is on sale, but the problem is the only fruit that's on sale is the kind that's not any good. Or you could choose the most expensive fruits in the app to buy, but then you're paying $8 for a tiny container of blackberries, and you don't want to do that. And so the situation you end up with, look, I'm not picky. I'm not a picky person. The other night, I cut into this peach, and it wasn't like a peach at all. It looked fine on the outside. It was mushy, and it had the hair. And I got into that thing.
Kind of like Cole's balls.
I got into that thing, and it did not. The whole thing was off.
It wasn't satisfying.
There was nothing redeeming about it.
Oh, here's actually Ms. Gamlin, Terry Gamlin. She said they should pick out fruit like they were buying for themselves. Do you agree with that? That's the key, Anthony. I do. I don't like fruit. I don't eat a lot of fruit. I don't know. I think I'm weird like that. I'm not a very healthy eater overall, though I do eat salads from time to time. I haven't eaten like a banana or an apple in like years. What are the good fruits and what are the bad fruits?
Bad fruits are fruits in America. Like, we don't have good fruit in this country.
Like,
Kumquats.
Expand. Are they good or bad?
I have a comment.
Yeah.
When I was in Thailand, I went to go pick up an apple. It tastes nothing like apples here taste.
Well,
it tastes bland. It doesn't taste.
It tastes like plastic. Instead of the banana that was on the same plate with it.
Bananas there are like this big, like this long.
Are you serious?
I'm dead. There's no full-size bananas. They're just like really tiny.
Okay.
Anthony, I have a solution to your problem.
What is it?
Frozen fruit.
I was gonna say, okay, the only thing I used to eat
at Costco.
Yeah, I used to eat peaches from a can. Like that's how I grew up, and like my mom was like, that was like a delicious treat. I was like, well, thank God I have peaches. Like,
Put a little yogurt on them.
I've never tried that. All right, Anthony, but expand upon this. So when we talk about the price difference, you said like the more expensive things are actually good. Like what are those? What's more expensive?
Oh, blackberries, blueberries, every berry is expensive.
And those go bad really quick, like 3 days and they're done.
And they're
Even if you get them fresh.
If they were ever good to begin with.
Oh.
Is
Anthony,
there?
see, what you got to do is you got to remove the fruit that's starting to rot. You got to remove that fruit from all the rest of the fruit, because that fruit sends a message to the other fruit that hey, they're bad.
Angel, you and you're sending the messages to the other fruit. Like telling me there's bananas the other day.
That's what it does. Rotten fruit. Once like one fruit is starting to rot, it lets the other fruit know, hey, it's time to go bad. And that's why like when you remove the one fruit that's rotting, the rest tend to stay a little better a little longer.
No, there are studies that show that like trees talk to each other. All
Really,
right,
it's a
moving on.
gas that they admit, but I like to think that they're talking to each other.
All right, Anthony. Thank you for that rant. I mean, like I said, I don't eat fruits and I don't go to grocery stores, so I'm enlightened further. What do you want to rave about? What do you want to? What do you want to talk about, Anthony?
You're like the Ted Kaczynski of Ghent.
As you all know,
hair.
I've for the last 5 years, I have filled in a question a day journal. Question a day. It's got a question for every day of the year.
Wow.
And you answer the question, and it's like a little opportunity to reflect / kind of a little diary thing.
Yeah.
And I recently completed my 5 years question per day, every day for 5 years journal. I was really proud of that. For 5 years, I filled the journal out. And I started. I got a new journal last month that I've now started for the next 5 years. One question per day for mothers, and the questions they're relevant to me in my life. There's no reason that it needs to be for mothers. It's that I'm really enjoying. I'm enjoying filling it out. An opportunity at the end of the day to think through things and decompress. And in just a sentence or two, I can memorialize the beautiful summer, late summer, fall that I've had as a mother.
Oh well.
First
Congrats.
question is, what did it feel like to birth your own baby?
All right, back up a little bit, Anthony, again, because we don't know your life. But do you buy these things? Are they on Amazon, or do you make them up yourself? The questions. What is this?
Let's see. I think they were gifts. I think I got them both as gifts.
Oh, so you got them at the same time, and you just haven't
No,
used.
I got one 5 years ago, and
Yeah.
then I got another one like 2 months ago.
Who keeps giving you these fucking things?
What were some of the questions like, Anthony?
Yeah.
Answer our questions, Anthony.
Well, the new one, it's like, what annoying thing did your kid do today? Or like, what mess did they make that you had to clean up? And just, it's an opportunity. It's like this show. Like I can rant about things, except it's shorter and it's written down, so it feels even more therapeutic.
Do you have one
do you
handy that you
What
can...
do you hate most about your kid today?
Oh God. Do you have one handy that you can actually show us, like next to you or something like
read
that?
a question from?
Yeah.
Is there a version for teenagers? What did your kids smoke today?
No, all I have in the room is a Etch-a-Sketch Mulan.
That's pretty cool. This I've never heard of this, Anthony. So thank you for telling us about this, and it's quite an accomplishment to do anything just like so. You did one every single fucking day for 5 years. You're telling us.
Well, mostly.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, but you kept up with it. I mean, that's really cool. Did you write like pages and pages at a time, or just like a sentence for like everything?
So each page is 1 day of the year, and it has five sections.
Okay.
So for 5 years, you go through a full year.
Do you remember the first question you answered in your first journal, your
Look at
first
that.
5-year journal?
Look at that.
I know you had to look at it and reflect.
Yeah.
No.
Come on, really?
No, but this is a good. This is a good question. What overall did maybe you learned about yourself, or what did you reflect on? Like, that's pretty cool the way it's set up. Like, did you see like that you had better handwriting 5 years ago?
I'll tell you, Sandy. I don't remember what the first question was, but now that I think about it, I do remember. This was the first one was not given to me as a gift. I bought the first one in a bookstore on my honeymoon somewhere in Rhode Island. And so like the very first week is like, I'm so glad to be married. And so that was nice to get back to. 5 years later.
Holy shit, that's so
That's
cool.
really cool.
Any overall trends that you saw? Like, did you read through and you're like, I'm just a shithead? Like, why?
Well, I'm a teacher. And so it's funny how you get to the next year and like around the same time of year, I'm going through the same emotional experiences over and over again.
Yeah.
Like September, like the nervousness and like in over your head. And then like you hate them for like a month, and students at least. And then you get to a certain point at the end of the year where you're sad to see them go. So it's funny to see year over year how I don't know, even things like holidays or complaining about like snow days and stuff happen at the same time.
It's just the same
So
old
you're saying
shit.
that life is just an endless drudgery of repetition.
Angel, you falling asleep down there?
My Zoom thing got messed up.
Okay. Well, we don't have any callers, which is weird. But but we've had a really good conversation. Last chance to call. I guarantee you it's gonna be fun. You can talk with everybody in the room right now. 917-426-6794. Put that in the chat, Brian. I love you so much. Also donate to streamelements.com/earprov/tip. Goes to Bush Comedy Theater. If you're still at that bonfire, call in. Let us know you're still alive. Anthony, so this is really cool that it was about mothers, but I mean, it's just about having kids. Do you think that will get old though? Like, is every single entry about like something that has to do with your fucking kids, like over and over again?
I mean, if it gets old, then that means I've got bigger problems in my life.
Oh, that you like, you're like, I'm done with my kid. I don't want to talk about him anymore.
Endless drudgery.
And let's see. So Anthony's a father. Brian's a father. I am probably a father because I was a sperm donor for 2 years.
And I was reckless in my early 20s.
Matt, do you want me to buy you a Q&A a day for mothers?
I would please send that. I'm gonna put my address in the chat right now so everybody on Twitch can know about it.
I have a question for Anthony.
Yeah.
The first journal, was that like specific like the second one was?
No, it was just Q&A a day.
Okay.
It was general questions. Some of them were very very lame and boring, and some of them were deep and required introspection.
Wow. Is this kind of like a diary or like a journal where if somebody else read it, then you'd be like fucking just embarrassed? Oh, really? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like a diary, and does that make me feel weird? No.
It's a safe place.
Yeah.
No one asked you if it made you
We're
feel
on the
weird.
We're on the internet. It's a safe place.
No one's watching except the Chinese government.
Okay. Well, we're actually wrapping up. It's 9:00. This has been really great. Thank you, Anthony. By the way, miss hanging out with you. Miss hanging out with everybody here and doing improv. Like I said, me and Brian and Angel and Anthony and Raph and James Roach and rest in peace Adam Payne. We were all in the dudes, and we had so much fun traveling and doing improv and stuff together. Been doing improv and comedy with Sandy forever. Holman, we barely know each other.
We've never actually met in person. At least it feels like that.
No, check out his podcast. Well, let's wrap things up. And if last chance to call, by the way, I don't think anybody's gonna be calling. But
Do you want me to call Matt?
Yeah, you can call in. Anybody have any shows? Anything plug in that you want to? Anything coming up that you want to plug? Anything that you want to talk about? What's going on?
Well, please vote.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I like this is this really important election. We didn't get too political tonight, but it's fine. I think the show can get political. I already said like fuck Trump, Joe Biden. Let's do that. Let's do Joe Biden. Let's do him in the butthole. Vote Joe Biden.
Fix K-pop and make it Americanized and nationalized, so I can become an R&B singer and star. Please.
Use your manners if you work at a drive-through.
I have something I'd like to plug.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
So on the second Friday of November, I will be in Drunk Prov, the drunkest improv show on earth. I'm just assuming that as the guest been in Drunk Prov the most, and now that the whole internet is watched, there's no way for you to back out. So I'm in for the upcoming November Drunk Prov show. Thank you.
Bye.
You know, that was very sneaky of you, Matt. I was like, did I already invite him to that show? Well, I guess you're in now. Thank you so much.
Yes.
And I also
So
want
am I, because my mom just said yes when I said so am I. So.
Okay, I don't.
Oh yes, your mom does the booking for Ear Prov. I forgot about that.
I think
No,
no.
Matt, I really want to be in one. So.
Yeah, you're
My
in.
mom,
You're in.
my mom was so proud of me the night I did Drunk Prov.
There's a lag, so she was saying yes to voting Joe Biden. So go out and vote. And yeah, well, we're gonna wrap things up. Oh, I just announced this. So this is kind of cool and crazy, and I don't know what the fuck it is, but Brian, Gary, and I are co-hosting, co-producing a birthday show for me. It's going to be called Coachella, which I originally wanted Coalapalooza, but everybody mutinied and they said, no, that's the wrong name. Go to Coachella. Brian's always right. So it's called Coachella, like my last name, Matt Coachella. It's a 24-hour live stream. I already have a sign-up sheet for any acts who want to be in it. We already have a lot of fun stuff. I actually, breaking news, the Ultimate Roasting Championship is going to have their live final roast on Coachella, which I'm a huge fan. Check that out. Ultimate Roasting Championship.
I'm on it tomorrow.
Brian's on it tomorrow. It comes on at 5 p.m. Angel's been on it. It's such a cool, like, fun.
I was on it too.
Matt was on. Who wasn't on the show?
Matt Cole, my mom just said, but yes to Drunk Prov.
I read the chat. Yes. But thank you. We're gonna have Sadie Gamlin. She's gonna be my co-host during Coachella. She's gonna read off the chat to me. She's gonna be in Coachella. I'm gonna raise money towards a good cause. I haven't decided on that, but it's gonna be my 35th. I'm getting old, so I'm gonna try to raise $3,500 for a good cause, a charity, or what. I haven't decided. But December 18th and 19th, we got 2 months for that.
I'm
next
so
month,
excited for that.
I am too, and it's gonna be 24 hours. I'm gonna stay up, and I haven't done this since I was in. I know I'm a fucking atheist, but I was in church a long time ago, and we used to have like lock-ins or whatever, which was weird and creepy.
Yeah, I remember
And
those.
I was the only one to stay up, and I was like, "Fuck you guys, I'm staying up for Jesus." Anyways, next week, yeah, go Brian.
I'm excited about it, but if I get a vaccine in mid-November, I'm out.
Okay, so next week we have shows in Ear Prov. I'm showing the poster right now. American Master Debaters. This is a brainchild of me. Thanks to if you like, the whole back and forth discourse and arguing, but it's about funny stuff. It's not serious. It's about topics like night versus day and spaghetti versus pizza. Does pineapple belong in pizza? It's American Masturbators. It's a fun show on earprov.com. It's at 8 p.m. Who will finish first? Who will be beaten off? Who will overcome? American Masturbators. And then we have a show featuring me and Brian, which we haven't even decided what it's going to be yet. But it's called Pizza Party. It's kind of what Brian and I call ourselves when we do sketch and improv together. I don't know what we're going to do, Brian. We got to decide on that, but it's going to be fun. So check that out. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. And I know we didn't have any calls tonight, but I love this conversation. So I think we're going to do this as a monthly show because it's easy to put together. And thank you for donating.
Not because it's good, but
Not
because
because
it's easy.
Thank you to all of our donations tonight. I can read them off because there was only a couple, but thank you to Tara, Anna, and Bobby, and there was somebody else, but I forget. Maybe that was it. But thank you guys so much. Push Comedy Theater. Look them up. PushComedyTheater.com. Check out all these lovely people.
How much money did we raise?
We raised. Oh, sorry. We raised $75. $75. Which is good.
Oh, mommy.
Nice.
Wait, that sounds exactly.
What
What we just lost 20.
Matt Cole,
What's up, Sandy?
he's just said it's ringing. He's trying to call in.
Oh, are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
Was it set up correctly?
We probably had hundreds of calls.
Oh shit. Yeah, maybe. Well, sorry about that.
To the hundreds of you who called but couldn't get through, we apologize.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened. All right. Well, never mind. I guess sorry about that. We'll fix it for next week. We tested it before the show. All right. Anyways, thank you guys. We're gonna have a good night, and I'm gonna write in my 5-a-day journal.